Gorgeous spring day here in Fort Lauderdale on ice. Soon to be Fort Lauderdale not on ice, as you can see from the scene behind me. Welcome back again to the video blog. My name? Adam Daniel Mezei. That's right, AdamDanielMezei.com. And I'd be pleased to hear from you over there. You know, crowdfunding, it's an interesting phenomenon. A few months ago I was suggesting that crowdfunding is pretty much saturated. Everybody's asking you for money, everybody's asking you for a contribution, everybody's knocking down on your doors asking you to contribute $10, $35, $50, $300, whatever, to their various film and documentary campaigns, and you're pretty much tapped out. You know, you probably allocate or earmark $500 to donate to various crowdfunding campaigns over the course of a month, and basically you're tapped out. Now, you know, crowdfunding is interesting because you find most of the people that are actually putting out appeals for cash, for pledges, are pretty much preaching to the converted. They're putting out tweets and Facebook status updates and things like that to communities that are already well disposed to engaging in crowdfunding campaigns. They're already well disposed to contributing to various crowdsourced types of projects. So you need to kind of branch out into different communities. That's the idea. Don't go and kind of like blast the entire Twitter sphere or all the usual social media outposts. Don't blast them with your crowdfunding messages. I don't really think that's going to work. Most people have said that already. I'm not saying anything new. I'm just reinforcing the message that crowdfunding is something in its current state, in its current evolution. It's got to change. Something about crowdfunding has to actually change. And there's a few people out there that are doing some very interesting things with their crowdfunding campaigns, and that are trying innovative ways to try to break through the standard pledge clutter. People like Gregory Bain, at Gregory Bain, Gentleman Gregory Bain. He's a guy who knows what crowdfunding is all about. He's trying different stuff. Not just reward levels, but he's actually putting out interesting sorts of content. He's making his crowdfunding campaign the kind of thing that you'd be interested in checking in with every day. He's the kind of guy that's putting out innovative content, behind-the-scenes stuff, extra diegetic content, like we call it, stuff that you don't see about something like Jens Pulver-driven, his documentary. You don't see stuff like that. Neither on the fan DVD, neither on the special edition DVD, nor on any of the websites. You don't see that kind of material. He puts out some interesting stuff. You've got to follow from day to day to day to day. Episodically, you have to be there. That's a smart way to use your crowdfunding campaign. Not just get out there and slam people over the head for cash. Trust me, getting 100 people to donate $5 is not going to make your movie. Getting 100 people to donate $20 is not going to make your movie. You've got to tap into the right communities that are primed and ready for the message. And there's a lot of damn good projects out there with really serious messages that if you sat there for the 90 minutes and you went under the microscope of actually listening and watching all those various pieces of imagery together, you would be moved along a path. You would be transformationally moved along a path. And that's the key, to really tap into those audiences. I'm really excited about what's going to be happening, but as I said, crowdfunding in its current iteration, I'm not going to say it's moribund, but it's pretty much kind of on a really low energy trajectory. And new things like Gregory Bain's campaign, people like Gary King's campaign, Oklahoma Ward, Nicky Alonso, and David Paul Baker of Scotland, those guys that are doing those kind of projects, going in reverse order now, hardcore indie, or how do you write a Joe Sherman song, or of course, JensPulver-driven.com. Of course, if you have heard any of those crowdfunding campaigns, those are people that are doing interesting thing with crowdsourcing. They know how to shake it up, shake and stir, hack and slash, bob and weave. That's the idea. That's my piece of the day on crowdfunding. In this sunshine from Fort Lauderdale on ice, north of the 49th parallel of latitude. Oh yes, wishing you the very best of things to the sound of the wind chimes.